Sky is so big here. Alright, so here's the Vibes home for the next, I don't know, however long it takes me to get all this done. I've had this thing since, I don't know, 2015, 2016, something like that. And it is an awesome little car. Currently, it has Eibach lowering springs. It has a cold air intake filter down there somewhere. It's got a full PPE header and exhaust all the way back. Oh my gosh, that you can't even see anything down there. Full PPE header and exhaust back, 2.5 inch. And right now that's about it other than the stereo system. So nothing super fancy, cheap eBay, strut bar, oh, and some hella horns. You know, gotta keep your battery charged. So, I don't know who that is, but this is Tigger. Hi, Tigger. Tigger. Oh, is it too sunny to look at me? Hi, Tigger. Oh, okay. And there's a squirrel right there. So I don't know what these guys are doing. Hi. Who are you? Who are you? Hi. No? Okay. Nothing fancy, but wonderful little car. So I'm going to show you around and give you kind of an idea of what we're doing, what we're changing here. So, on the inside, we're going to get a hardwired, quick charging, wireless charging phone mount. I'm going to have a dash cam, front and rear, the A129 Plus Duo. Down here, I'm going to have a switch. I can't decide if I'm going to do heated seats or lumbar support for myself or for both. I'm not. I'll figure that out. This door is getting this fabric replaced with the blue fabric from my custom shift boot and armrest. So that's going there. And then there'll be LEDs in this, an LED here, and then some LEDs down there to shine at the bottom. Thank you to Fred List for his YouTube videos on how to do that. What else? Oh, the charger down in there, the 12-volt cigarette lighter, that's getting swapped out for 2 USB plugs with quick charging capabilities. There's more. Oh, I need to sound deaden the firewall because new header is loud. So that's getting done as well. New seats will be going in. Other door will also be getting blue things and LEDs. Mirrors, sun visors. I have 2008 model ones, which when you pull them out, they extend, which is much better because there's this little gap here in the door that doesn't get covered if you don't have it. So I'll be recovering a pair of 2008 model versions of these, and again, the same blue. So we're gonna have blue, blue, blue. Then in the back door, I'm going blue as well for this area. And then we'll do an LED here and an LED here. I don't know if this one will work or not, but we'll see. Then I'm gonna add some charging bits down there so people can charge their phones. The bolt hole for my seatbelt needs drilled and tapped to get that replaced. On this seat, I'm building a custom little fold up gate wall thing so that I can have stuff stored in here and somebody sitting there and it doesn't slide off when I go around a corner. The amplifier is currently in here, and then the subwoofer is right there. Subwoofer is getting moved into down there or down over there. Amplifier is getting remounted in its little hole and some air ventilation. Let's see what else in the trunk. I'm gonna put some LEDs down here along this bottom edge so that when this is open, they shine down and illuminate, you know, the floor and everything so you can see. I'm gonna fix whatever the hell's wrong with that thing. Stay closed. I'll probably just get one from a junkyard. Like I said, subwoofer's getting moved into one of these bottom compartments. This is my spare wheel well, which I think I'm going to turn part of it into a battery tray and the other part of it into the stereo side. I just got to figure which side is better for which and go about that in a logical manner. And other than that, that's pretty much it for the rear. All right, now bear with me. This gonna take a little bit. So these are my electronic upgrades, modifications that I'm planning on making. I might put a capacitor here if that actually does anything for the battery system. I don't really know. I need to do more research because I can't really tell if it's like, oh, only supercapacitors do anything, or if a 5 farad capacitor would do something to stabilize the flow of the power if the demand reaches more than what the alternator offers, which I think is 80 amps for the stock alternator. Going to be putting in on ignition power, dash cam, and a 12 volt to 3 coil wireless charging deal. The dash cam is also going to be off of permanent power for the parking mode. Another ignition power will be the phone charging mount on the dashboard, and then there will be a 12 volt charging outlet here in the back middle somewhere, and I'm not sure if that's going to be USB 3.0 or if that's going to be USB-C. A combination of the both. We'll see. I got to figure out what I'm getting there. This is the yellow light. I don't know why I named it YL. It's the center light. I don't know what I'm doing with names. The dimmer control for that is going to be attached to the exterior illumination on all 4 of the doors. So I'm going to have LEDs pointing down from the doors, lighting those up. That's also going to be connected to the footwell illumination LED strips. So they will go on and off with the dimmer and with the door lights and with the cabin lights and all that stuff, and with the door switch. The door controls will be lit off of the dash lights, so they will hopefully be able to be adjusted in brightness the same as the dashboard lights. Like if they're too bright, I can dim them down or turn it off or whatever, which will be nice for nighttime driving. The rear camera gets wired directly to the front camera, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, hopefully that all makes sense. If you notice any issues with my wiring, call me an idiot in the comments and tell me how to fix it, because that would be awesome. On the exhaust side, that little dinky muffler is too small, and so it's too loud. So I'm going to make a bigger one. Well, not make a bigger one. I bought a bigger one. I'm putting a bigger one in. Same muffler, just that one is a 9-inch canister and the next one's a 14-inch canister, so hopefully it'll be a little quieter. Gonna refinish all this nastiness. It is disgusting. Got a dent here I'm gonna try and mess with. This is dented, gonna mess with that. These I'm going to be redoing with Bi-Xenon Mishimoto kit stuff. And then under the hood, the transmission is getting a new clutch and an LSD. Gonna remove all that foam stuff, gonna polish those runners, high output alternator, getting a new radiator and new radiator hosing that's red, nice and cool colored. Getting a red catch can or a gold catch can, I can't remember which one I ordered. Who knows, who cares. And then I'm gonna be painting that valve cover, which I will probably be painting bronzish, goldish, as close to the wheels color as I can get. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, nothing crazy, nothing like too out there, but definitely a lot of cleaning and a lot of maintenance and a lot of touch up and check everything. And basically the goal is to finish this project and have this car ready to go on as long of a trip as I want and last as long as I want without me having to worry about it while giving me the performance that I'm looking for. So we'll get started, and I hope you guys enjoy this, and those of you in the 2ZZGE community, I really hope you guys follow along and let me know if there's anything you specifically want to see or want me to touch on that you are trying with your stuff. It's how we keep these cars alive and running, and it's how I've tried to interact with the community. I follow people that are doing the stuff to their cars, so, you know, Will Chang, Corolla, Seabass and Clayton. Follow you guys, and there's a couple older guys as well. Fred List did a lot of like how-to videos on the audio and the LED stuff. The Gen Vibe forum is obviously amazing. So that's where I've gotten all my information, and I'm hoping to just kind of add to that information. So if you have any requests, comments, stuff that you know that I don't know, let me know. Okay, so brief stop in the time lapse because this lovely bolt here is rusted and I can't get it out. Unfortunately, because I stored the car for 3 years in storage, it was not climate controlled storage. So it got a little moisture-y and moisty inside. And unfortunately, I came back to a fuzzy car interior. I've already wet vacuumed the carpets and all of the seats, and I'm gonna do it again. But I'm also tearing the interior apart to make sure that there's no more fuzzy friends hiding under places. However, the other problem I'm addressing from the moisture in the car has been rust on the interior. So luckily this was an Arizona car for most of its life. It was bought in Pennsylvania, but most of its life it spent in Arizona. No rust, but now it has more rust inside than it does outside because of this moldiness. So I have some issues that I'm gonna have to take care of because of that. One of them is the screw. Because it's so rusty, the easy outs, the screwdriver, nothing, wire brush, did not work. So what I'm gonna have to do is I found a drill bit that's similar size to the tip of the easy out. I'm gonna drill a little hole and then try and get the easy out in there to work. Now, the other possibility is that because this is similar in size, I'll drill a little hole and the head will just pop off, and then I'll be really screwed. And I don't know, maybe we'll see what actually I might be able to just take the door skin off and then back the screw out from the front that way. But either way, it's grit and drill day out. So back to the hyperlapse. All right. So, I'm back with more drastic measures. I'm wondering if the easy outs, the other ones, were not working because they're too I don't know, the wrong shape. So I'm gonna try these easy outs, which have this end, and they also have more of a screwy end, which I'm really hoping will fit into the hole that I drilled in the screw, because that would be awesome. But just in case there's any trace of the threads, the Phillips head cuts, I don't know what you call them, still there, I'm gonna try this, which is one of those like smack it on the butt thing, rotates it. So we'll see if it goes anywhere, and if not, then I'm just gonna go back to just drilling it out. Okay, so that was a great success. Ta-da! Let me show you how crusty this nasty thing is, or was, because it is just lovely. This is what the remainder of it looked like. Not the most beautiful thing in the world. Really kind of nasty. And there's how much rust was down in there. It just like festered, and I don't really know why, and I don't really want to know why. I just want to get rid of it. So I'm gonna dump it in one of my new toys, the ultrasonic cleaner, not the screw. That thing's getting thrown away and I'm getting a new one, but the rest of it and the other screw, and then I'll get it all nice and cleaned up. But if you're ever gonna buy easy out stuff, it seems like this end here worked a lot better than this twisty bit. So go for the fat chunky bit instead of the ice cream cone bit. Yeah, those are all very technical terms. There's patent pendings on all of them. Patent pending. No, multiple patents would be pending. Here we go. I'm just gonna talk myself through this to make sure that it doesn't completely come out of my ass. And hopefully this is entertaining for you guys, so we'll get back to it. And so there she be. Well, I suppose they. But the general plan is to change out this cloth with the blue fabric to match my armrest and my shift boot. It's also to install that same blue cloth here, probably with a stitch line running down the seam here or something, trying to keep it away from where your hand would rest. And then some LED lights down here on the outside, so when the door opens, they automatically turn on with the door lights from the inside. And same thing over here. I'd like to do probably one here, another one here in the middle, and one here in the corner. Get those LED lights shining down. And then in the door here, I'll be putting red LEDs that are connected to the dimmer switch in here and in here, that are connected to the dimmer switch, not the dimmer switch, but connected to the headlight and dashboard, gauge and dashboard lights that are on the dimmer switch for the cabin lights. That way I can dim these at night if they get too bright, or I can have them nice and bright if I need to see them. So hopefully that all works out. We'll see how it goes. I have just discovered something truly nefarious and pure evil that past Tony has done to present Tony. So listen. Okay. Now listen to this one. That one has sound deadening in it. That one doesn't. All the other doors, all 3 doors and the tailgate have sound deadening. Past Tony skipped this one or missed part. I don't know. So I need to do that. Oh well. Everything else is pretty much out. Got all the interior panels out. So my prior evidence of all my sound deadening with my kill mat and then the foam closed cell foam overlay, and it's under all this carpet too. But I am gonna pull this carpet up because I want to make sure I clean under everything and do what I gotta do. And then I'm gonna start wiring and doing things. And I gotta figure out a way to detach this panel from this panel because they are plastic riveted on. However, I found a YouTube channel by a very adorable old man who does all sorts of upholstery stuff, and so he has given me the confidence to take a soldering iron and gently unrivet these plastic rivets. Rivets? Are they rivets? I don't know, whatever. So that's what I'm gonna try. Obviously, oh, that's dirty. That needs a good clean. Yikes. So yeah, obviously it's getting a cleaning as well. So that's where we're at. I'll keep going. I'll keep posting. The car will stay ugly for now.